India has announced it's downgrading diplomatic ties and closing a key land border with its neighbor Pakistan. It follows the killing of at least 26 tourists in the disputed Kashmir region. India has not directly blamed Pakistan for the attack. Pakistan says its National Security Committee will meet to discuss a response.
The site of the Pahalgam attack, one of outstanding natural beauty, is now the scene of an extraordinary manhunt. The perpetrators burst out of a forest and opened fire as the victims viewed the scenery from a meadow. The killing of 26 tourists by gunmen has caused grief, fear and anger among local Kashmiris.
Kashmiris are on the streets against the killing of humanity and our guests. We condemn it.
This is an extremely tragic and heartbreaking incident. People came here to enjoy, but unfortunately lost their lives.
We are tourists, and above all, we need safety. Let me say this, terrorism has no religion. Terrorism is neither Hindu nor Muslim.
Security presence has been tightened across Kashmir after the deadly incident. Delhi has stopped short of directly blaming Pakistan, but it's downgraded diplomatic ties.
The Indus Waters Treaty of 1960 will be held in abeyance with immediate effect until Pakistan credibly and irrevocably abjures its support for cross-border terrorism. The integrated checkpost Atari will be closed with immediate effect. Those who have crossed over with valid endorsements may return through that route before 1 May 2025.
On the other side of the line of control, Pakistan's top diplomat announced that the country's National Security Committee will discuss the response to the Indian measures. Both India and Pakistan claim the disputed region of Kashmir. Violent insurgencies have killed thousands in recent decades. India has long blamed Pakistan for supporting armed groups to launch attacks on Indian forces in the region. Islamabad has consistently denied these accusations. Tuesday's attack plunged relations between the nuclear-armed neighbors to their worst level in years. And experts fear the diplomatic row may escalate to potential armed confrontation.
Let's bring in DW correspondent Adil Bhatt in Srinagar. Adil, a horrific attack, tensions rising between Pakistan and India. Can you tell me what the mood is in Kashmir right now?
Well, there is a tense calm here in Srinagar this morning. The mood in Kashmir is one profound grief and anger. People are really anxious here. Most of the city that was shut down yesterday, but now you can see from the background that Srinagar is slowly opening. Yesterday almost everything was closed. People are still on the edge after the killing of 25 innocent tourists in Pahalgam. There were protests in some parts of the valley with people coming out in massive numbers, condemning this incident. Also, now security has been deployed in huge numbers. There is a heavy presence of security everywhere you look. A lot of Kashmiris are also shell-shocked. Tourists are trying to get out fast and flee the violence. People who are in the tourism business, they're actually really worried about. So we spoke with the cab drivers, hotel owners, people who lose their livelihood. They're saying that their livelihood is on the hinge. They told us that the cancellations are pouring in. One driver even said that these attacks don't just take lives, they take away their future also. They put their livelihoods at the risk. So hotels are slowly emptying out. People working in tourism sector, they said like these attacks are hurting their local economy. Apart from that, security forces are detaining and questioning people after the attacks. Around 1,500 people have already been taken into preventive detention. They're questioning them. This Kashmir region has seen, heights of insurgency during the 90s. Thousands of people have been killed here. Even some have disappeared. But rarely we have seen an attack like this, where the tourists were attacked. So the streets are tense and people are anxious. And once again, this fragile land is caught between grief, politics, and people are looming this fear what comes next.
You mentioned the mass arrests. Talk to us more about what the Indian government's response has been to this attack.
Well, India has already, announced a series of retaliatory actions in response to what they call Pakistan's support for terrorism on Indian soil. After the attack, in the Pahalgam region, the Indian government suspended, its participation in an important water treaty known as Indus Water Treaty. To tell you more about it, this treaty has governed the flow of rivers in Pakistan's irrigation system, and Pakistan's irrigation system depends on it. Also, the Indus River Valley, which flows from India to Pakistan, is a lifeline for millions of farmers in both nations. So suspending of water sharing ahead, when the crucial season is coming, a lot of experts say this is an act of war. Also, India has also said that a key land border checkpoint, which is in Attari in Punjab, it's called Attari border, they say that will be also shut down. Also, it has announced that it's downgrading diplomatic ties, it's expelling Pakistanis military advisors from the country's New Delhi mission, and further restricting already limited visas for Pakistani citizens. Apart from that, all Pakistani citizens in India have also been asked to leave. The decision actually came from a cabinet meeting which was headed by Prime Minister Modi. So this decision came when the country was mourning the dead.
Okay, Adil Bhatt in Srinagar, thanks so much for talking to us.